I don't really know. I'm getting really out of breath. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I hope that you've all had a really good week. Today's video I'm going to be giving you some tips for auditioning for dance colleges. So I did my dance college auditions when I was 18, so that was back in 2018, so 3 years ago. So it was quite a while ago and like things might have changed since then, but these are just tips that helped me and also people in my year at uni. I asked some of them if they had any tips and some tips from them as well. So yeah, the inside scoop to preparing for auditions for dance colleges. Let's get into the video. Also, you might have noticed I am in a different location this week. I'm in my sister's room. I was going to film it in my room, but I've got really bad lighting in there, so I thought it's best to get in a room with more light. But yeah, I'm back home in Yorkshire for the week as it is half term. I did get a negative COVID test before I came back, for anyone that was wondering. So just a little disclaimer, if the camera quality is a bit worse than usual, it's because I'm having to film on my front camera because for some reason my back camera is not working today. Don't know why, but whatever. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is make sure you understand the audition timetable. Kind of like try to memorise it. Make sure you understand what's going to happen throughout the day. And also when you are packing, pack for every circumstance. So like it could say you're going to have ballet, you're going to do some jazz and you're going to do commercial. Take your tap shoes as well. Take your jazz heels just in case they ask you to take them on. It makes you look prepared and it makes you look ready, and also you don't want to be that one person who's not got something. So yeah, make sure you know exactly what's going on through the day, and also make sure that you take everything that you might need, like even things that you don't think you're going to need, pack them, because then if you need them, you've got them, and you don't want to be adding stress because you're probably going to be quite stressed out and quite nervous anyway, and you don't want to be adding to that. So yeah, just make sure that you have packed like more than what you need. Right, my second tip for you is to make friends, like have fun with it. Auditions can be scary, but if you're like tense and nervous, that's probably going to show in your performance. So like make a friend, talk to people, ask people about like why they're wanting to dance, like where else they're auditioning, because you never know, like you might go to another audition somewhere else in the country and you might see them there. And then you also never know, like you might end up going to the same place, so you'll already have made a friend. So like talk to people, be friendly. Following on from the making friends tip as well, if you're like making friends with people and talking to people, you can ask them about auditions that they've been to, and you never know, they might have auditioned somewhere that you really want to audition for. So like you can get like an inside scoop into what the audition was like. My next tip is to bring enough water and enough food to last you the whole day. Because you're going to be dancing all day and you're going to be getting tired and you're going to want to like energise, because you don't want the panel to like know that you're tired, if that makes sense. So yeah, just bring enough water and enough like energising snacks to last you for the whole day. Right, these next 3 tips, so like I'll just have this as like tip 4, even though there's 3 tips in it, kind of go together. So at the end of the audition, if anyone like on the panel says, do you have any questions, or if anyone from that college asks you in your interview if you have any questions, make sure you have a question ready. Makes you look more interested. It also will make you more memorable if you've like asked a question, because a lot of people will probably just be like, no, you don't want to be that person. You want to be that person that's like, yeah, actually I want to ask this. It just makes you more memorable. So make sure you ask a question. Another one is that the college is looking for potential. They're not expecting you to be this amazing, incredible, technically perfect, amazing performer. Like they're just looking for potential, and then they can shape you into that by the time you graduate. As well as to go with that, is that at this point in your audition, like your technique is only gonna get you so far. Like yeah, you could be an absolutely beautifully technical dancer, but if your face is like this the whole time, they're not going to remember you. So like even if you're not a really technical dancer, your performance can get you far. Not only are they not looking for a finished product, but if you need to like perform like hell in that audition, because if you're we always get told this at uni, if you're performing up here, no one's going to look down there. So make sure that you're performing. My 5th tip is sell yourself. You need to make that panel think that you are the next best thing since sliced bread. Like, sell yourself. You need to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then no one else is going to believe in you. So you need to sell yourself. Like, in your interview, like, sell yourself. Be presentable, be approachable, be professional, perform well. I know this is like so much to remember, but you just need to like believe in yourself on that day and be like confident and cool with it, and then you're gonna get remembered. So just sell yourself. Like, if they ask you to do some, like a freestyle, show off. Like, I know that it's like, I don't want to be that person that's gonna like show off, or like, I don't really like saying, oh, I'm really good at this, I'm really good at that. I'd rather be like, oh yeah, I'm okay at it. But on that day, like, you need to sell yourself. Like, you need to be like, I can do this, I can do that. Like, show them what you can do. Like, that is what you're there for, to show them what you can do. So do it. Right, my 6th tip, this was from a girl that I go to uni with. She said that she kept like, I kind of wish I did this now. Like, looking back, Ella, I wish that I knew you when I first auditioned, because I really wish I'd done this. She kept like an audition diary. So like, after every audition, she'd say what she liked about the school, what she wasn't too keen on, what went well in the audition, what she feels like she could have done better. Not only is that going to help when you're like, say if you get into multiple different schools, not only is that going to help because you'll be able to look back at the pros and cons. Like, after I got into the 2 schools that I wanted to go to, say if it was like, I think it was like a month after I auditioned, I found back from them, and I'd already kind of forgotten a lot of stuff, and that's when I was writing my pros and cons list about each school, but I'd already kind of forgotten what had happened on the day. If you just do it straight after, you can look back when you're deciding between schools and think, actually, yeah, that was good, I want to go here. So not only is that helpful, it's really helpful for yourself, because you can look back and think, okay, I didn't do this at this audition, but at my next audition I can do it, if that makes sense. So yeah, keep an audition diary and just write down your thoughts after every audition. My next tip, or like bit of advice, is that everyone's in the same boat. Yeah, everyone's in the same boat, and like, I feel like at auditions it's really easy to just compare yourself to the person next to you. Like, I remember at one of my auditions, I was next to this girl and she was crazy flexible. I'm saying legs, oh, nice little back stretch. I'm saying legs overextended, and like, I'm not stiff, like I am quite flexible, but I just remember looking at her and thinking, oh my god, how am I ever going to get in here if I'm next to people like that? But like, everyone's in that boat. Like, she could have seen something that about me that she was like, oh my god, that's incredible. And like, you just have to sell yourself as an individual. Like, no one is you. So yeah, she could have had amazing leg extensions, but she might not have been the best performer, and I'm not saying that she wasn't, because she probably was. But do you know what I mean? Like, you're an individual, and that's what makes you you. So don't compare yourself to other people in the room, because that will be your own worst enemy, and there's probably other people in the room that are comparing themselves to you. And it's quite funny, actually, that is the place that I auditioned at that I didn't get into. And then that was my first audition, and then I remember thinking after that audition, right, my next auditions I need to stop like worrying about everyone else in the room, I just need to think about myself. And I think I was a bit of my own worst enemy in that room, because I remember looking around at everyone and thinking, wow, she's sick at commercial, because I hadn't done much commercial. Wow, she's really flexible. But then you just get inside your own head. Everyone comes from different dance backgrounds. Like, I know people at uni that have not done much classical training, and whereas others won't have done much commercial. But that's fine, like, you're going to learn that when you get to uni. So just don't get inside your own head by like comparing yourself to other people in the room. Right, I think I'm on my 8th tip now. This was also another tip from someone I go to uni with. Everyone has a school that they really, really want to go to. For me, it was MGA Academy up in Edinburgh, which I got into, but I didn't end up going. I ended up coming to creative. Don't get me wrong, I feel like I've just dropped myself in it now. Don't get me wrong, I like loved creative on my audition day, but I remember being at college and thinking, I really want to go to MGA. So that was like the place that I had my heart set on. And that was like the last, no it wasn't, that was the second audition I did out of the 3 of mine. So I was like kind of in the swing of it, but not really. Whereas when I auditioned for creative, I felt like I'd kind of got my head around what happened. I felt quite like calm at that audition. So if it's possible, try and time the audition of the school that you really want to go to, so it's like near the end of your auditions, purely just because you will feel more confident with it. If that audition is your first audition, you're going to be so nervous, and you're going to be like, your adrenaline's going to be like really high, and you're going to be really like nervous about what happens because you haven't like been in that kind of situation before. So yeah, if it's possible, try and like time the audition of the school that you like have your eyes set on quite near the end of your audition. Right, my next tip would be to do some research on the college before you go to it. Who teaches there, what styles of dance you're going to be doing, what they like believe in, like what their, what's the word I'm looking for? What their, what is it called? What they like stand for, like, I don't know what it's called, that's really annoying me. I don't know. I feel like you'll know what I mean, like what they stand for, like what their thing is. Vision statement, that's not right. But yeah, research about the college before you go. Like, you don't want to be turning up to the audition and not knowing anything about like what you're auditioning for, because then if you get in and like go, like you don't even know if you're gonna like it. Like, you kind of want to like see like what kind of route that college could take you down, like look at like graduates and what jobs they're in now, and just research about the college. And the more you know about the college, you probably feel less stressed on audition day. Next tip, I think we're on number 10 now, is to get a good night's sleep before, and also work out your travel plans for that audition. Like, there's nothing worse than like not knowing where you're going, or like getting lost, or like getting lost and being late, because I don't know if it's just me, but being late is one of my pet peeves. Like, if you're like showing up late to an audition, it just doesn't set a good first impression, and you really want your first impressions to be good. So like a week or so in advance, or like a couple of days or so in advance, work out all your travel plans. Like, maybe like write it out just to make sure that you know exactly where you're going. So just work out your travel plans and have a good night's sleep. And my last tip is enjoy yourself and make a good first impression and be friendly. That was literally 3 tips in one. Right, so you just want to enjoy yourself, because the more you're enjoying yourself, the more the panel are going to think she's enjoying herself. Like, when you enjoy yourself and you relax, I feel like you look better, and you just come across in like a better manner. Like, if you're stood at the side like this, compared to someone who's maybe stood at the side, engaged in what the teachers are saying, like engaged in what's going on and enjoying themselves, you're just going to make more of like a good first impression, and first impressions I think are really important. So you want the panel to look at you and make a great first impression on you, like engaging with people, being friendly to people, smiling at people, and just all together enjoying yourself. This video was top 10 tips. I think I did 11, might have lost count, but I do actually have quite a few more. So if you want me to do another video like this, then let me know and I can do that for you.
Just editing this video, and I'm just going to add a little clip here of my friend Maisie talking about her personal project, which kind of ties in with auditioning for dance schools, so I'll just pop that clip in here.
Hi, my name is Maisie and I am the creator of Dharma Applications. It's a website specifically designed for 16 plus performing arts students. As a performing arts student myself, I found it really hard when applying, as you had to go to the individual websites to apply. Not all of the performing arts courses in the UK are on UCAS, so you have to search them individually anyway. So I thought it would be a good idea to create a website where you can look at them all in one place. Hopefully this will be up and running by September. As well as having all the schools in the United Kingdom, we are planning on having a help centre where you can look at funding advice, application advice, audition advice as well. So it'd be a really good thing to follow. The Instagram at the moment, so if you want to follow that to keep updates, is @DharmaApplications, and I hope that helps.
I hope you enjoyed this week's video, guys. Make sure that you give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified every time that I upload a new video. Thank you for all the support and thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!